Scorpios, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Tuttle Tarot, and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's go on with your reading. What's happening for the beautiful Scorpios this week? Okay, 8 of Cups, I like that. The Magician, the 8 of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. So as always, I'll talk you through these cards first and then clarify and get more out of them. But I don't know why I feel like my eyes are going to start watering. Random. 8 of Cups firstly is the energy of kind of walking away from what is no longer resonating with you, what is no longer what you want your life to be. So some of you are about to kind of say goodbye to a certain chapter of your life, and maybe even this could be more around the people you surround yourself with, kind of realizing they're not for you, and venturing on alone for a little bit. It seems as if not alone, but it just seems as if there might be a little less people around you very soon, or less people you recognize or know, and more people you are going to get to know and like start new relationships with. And there just seems like this exciting energy of not knowing what's about to unfold ahead of you, especially if you've kind of, it feels as if some of you have recently made a decision to change your life in some way, and it's gonna, or even just what you're aspiring, you're kind of thinking bigger, dreaming bigger, manifesting bigger for yourself, and you're seeing things change instantly. Like you're noticing shifts happening instantaneously, and there's a relief around that for some reason. So maybe there was a bit of stress about your future in the past, and then as you're kind of imagining bigger and better things for yourself, the stress about your future is kind of completely transforming into excitement and like relief of, okay, I don't need to be scared. I can be excited. I can create what I want now. And that's the Magician as well. I feel like that's definitely tied to that 8 of Cups big. You're figuring out what you want, and then you're working and creating it, and it's really like you're very determined, but what you were determined for in the past is almost like it doesn't resonate with you, and so you're shifting what you want to do and then creating it. As soon as you shift, like the only reason what you wanted didn't come about in the past was because there was something else you were supposed to want and you wouldn't let yourself, or something, and now you're letting yourself want what you want, you're getting it. Then you have 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is communication, fast change, fast, I don't know why I'm getting swiftness, because that is fast, right? But swiftness. You're being very, very speedy towards everything in your life right now, and it's not like you're trying to rush, right? You're not trying to rush, you're not trying to do things quick, it's just that things are happening quickly. You're not putting yourself under like a time limit or trying to pressure yourself into getting things done, and because of that, because you're not trying, because you're giving yourself more than enough time, there's just something where things are happening easily. And that could be in work, that could be in relationships. You're not saying like this needs to be happening by this date or it's not on. Like there's something where you're like completely ignoring rules or what other people kind of expect of you, and you're like, things will happen when they're meant to, and then they do. Like instantaneously is the word of this reading. Things are happening very, very quickly for you. Then you have Ace of Wands. It feels as if you're kind of running towards a new passion. Almost like there might be something, and this could be kind of past energy I'm getting, where you ran towards a goal or an ambition, right? And you were like, I want this, I want this, I want this. But then you got introduced to something else. Like, I don't know why it's coming through. Like, just for example, say you wanted to be an actor forever, right? You became an actor, and then for some reason you got, like, into singing, right? There's something where you got vocal lessons maybe, or something where you then are completely, your passion shifts, and it's now you going, oh, I'm gonna shift with it. And as you're shifting with it, you're finding more success than you've ever had. And that was just an example. Like, I can't think of another example than that, but it's like you, I don't know why it's something about books. You might have always wanted to be an author, and then as you've done that, you're now like, actually I want to edit. I want to be an editor. Like there's something where it's shifting slightly, but you have to follow this, so you have to go with it. Clarify the 8 of Cups. The Strength card with the 8 of Cups. This is, so you walking away from people, places and things that aren't actually for you anymore is causing, it's taking a lot of strength from you. You're not just like, okay, you guys aren't my circle, goodbye. You have attachments to these people. You've known these people potentially a very long time, and you're not saying goodbye to them forever, but you're definitely distancing yourself from them. So there's, with that Strength card, you're kind of going, this is difficult. But because it's difficult doesn't mean it's wrong, right? There's something where it's difficult, and it might even just be you kind of saying goodbye to your hometown or where you're currently been living for a while. There's something where it's hard, but you know it's not wrong. You know it has to be done. Clarifying the Magician, you have the King of Pentacles. Some of you are definitely manifesting a lot of success materialistically. You're going to have a lot of stability, a lot of wealth, right? You're going to have a lot. You don't really have to, you won't have to worry about your money, shall we say. It doesn't have to be money, but it's just your wealth and your abundance. You won't have to kind of question how you're going to get by each week. There's some type of huge insane with the King of Pentacles, especially if you don't already feel that energy. For that to be manifesting, for that to be happening, there's a shift where you will feel more safe in your environment. And I don't mean that how it sounds necessarily, but you will feel secure where you are. King of Cups with the 8 of Wands. There's definitely fast movement happening in love as well. Like progress happening. So if you're someone that's already in a relationship, but you're moving to the next phase in that relationship very fast, and it's not like in a negative way, things happening really quickly. Like I said earlier, there's no pressure on things moving quick. They're happening in their own time, growing as they're supposed to. It just so happens that that is swiftly. And if you're completely single, King of Cups, 8 of Wands, things, it almost feels like 0 to 100, but I'm feeling as if I'm talking to a lot of Scorpios that usually move quite quickly, because I'm like, it's not how you think. It's not how you think. It's not like 0 to 100, now you're, you know, planning the wedding and getting ahead of yourselves. It's 0 to 100 as in you're going from meeting someone and you and this person actually caring about each other a lot and actually feeling and understanding each other on a deeper level immediately. Like 0 to 100, you get each other. Because this is King of Cups, which is emotion, which is heart, which is love. So even though things are happening very quickly, I mean that in your heart space. There's a lot of feelings, there's a lot of love for someone, even if, you know, you've not even held their hand. It's very much like you just get each other. Then I don't know what I was about to say. I was about to say clarify the Ace of Wands, but I said then. Page of Cups clarifying Ace of Wands. It's almost a surprise though. There's a surprise about the amount of passion. There's a surprise level of attraction or something. Maybe usually when you care about someone a lot, you don't have so much attraction to them. You haven't experienced both. Maybe you've experienced people that you care about and resonate with on a soul level, and then you've experienced people you're attracted to, and you're surprised that you're finding that in the same person. You're surprised that that could even happen. I don't know why I'm getting another card. 4 of Pentacles, and then you're very protective of it. You're very much wanting to hold on very tightly because you're like, oh no, this is rare. This never happens. Oh God. Like there's almost like, oh, I hope I don't. There's almost like, there is a lot of energy around love and a lot of energy around career and a lot of energy about like relocating, moving, traveling for you. And then also wanting to really hold on to who you are. That protectiveness isn't necessarily of a person. It's, oh, I really want to stay who I am right now. I like myself. I like how things are going. I hope that I don't forget myself. I don't know why that's coming through. Your personality, your humor, everything about you, you're like, I don't want to lose this. I don't want to change this. I like who I am. And then there's a spark within you as well. And it's surprising. Like you're almost like, you might have like this surprised, this energy, this new energy or renewal of your spark, right? You're getting your spark back, and then you're like, oh no, I need to hold on to this now. Nobody can take this away from me. I won't let anybody, you know, almost like I'm seeing a candle and then somebody's got their hands around the candle. Like, it's not going to blow out. It's not going to go out. Like, holding on really tightly. Don't hold on so tightly, firstly. I don't know why I felt saying that. You're not going to lose who you are. You're never going to lose your spark. Your spark's always there. It may dwindle sometimes, may get smaller, but it's always there, right? As long as you're here, it is there. But there's something here where, like, there's just a holding on very tightly that could even put out your spark, right? And like I said, it never goes out, but it will dwindle if you don't try to contain it. Don't worry about, almost like there's something about trying to prevent something from changing, and the more you do that, the more it's actually like, and I completely get it, by the way, Scorpio energy fully, I completely get it. But there's something where it's like, you kind of have to let something be, and if it's gonna stay, it's gonna stay. And whether that be, like, this could be about this person, or this could be about who you are right now, like your character, and you really love yourself, and you're like, this could be about you not wanting someone to change you into someone else. Like, you know, when people are around other people, a lot of time they start to morph and act like they do. There's something where you're like, I like who I am, I don't want to change at all. And you can't really, it's not a bad thing to keep kind of morphing into the next version of you. In the past you may have been in this energy as well, not wanting to change, but if you look back to your past self now, you'll be like, oh, actually I'm glad I grew up, I'm glad I'm transformed from that. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Sorry if it was random. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. And I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Tales Tuesdays.